So then, okay, obviously, I like how you brought that up. You said that you make less, but you need less, right? We're in Sacramento now. So seeing what you did in the Bay Area, right? Those pushing to make those sales, right? You were selling these construction supplies, um, right? And different services, right? To all these construction sites. So you kind of had a familiarity, like
Yeah.
how people work and stuff like that. But, you know, like you said, was there so much mental stress as far as like these quotas you had to meet, and like now that you're putting that stress on your body instead, what would you rather do? Like, are you okay with working 107 degrees outside with your body instead of, working with your numbers and trying to crunch all that? Which is easier to do?
In my personal experience, that mental stress sometimes doesn't go away. You can't turn it off, right? Because you have to sit there and think about what your day is tomorrow, what your day was today, what the day was last week,
Right.
well, who the person you talked to, et cetera, and just keep adding on and building up. And then that stress itself wasn't necessarily like, oh man, I just can't get this over my head. It's more of too many things always in your head, and there's not enough ways to you to decompress at the end of the day, at the end of the week, to really enjoy, the lifestyle or the life that you actually wanted, right?
Right.
That's kind of where it came
You're
down
working all
to
these
the
days,
physical
you're racking
comes
up this
comes
money, but you're not getting that time to like even use it. You know what I mean? Like
enjoy
you're
it.
not even get time to enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah. So right now, yeah, I'm putting a lot of stress on my body, but the moments that I would go to the gym previously was just running with emotions. Now my body is the gym, my work is the gym, right? I go in and I do physical work, et cetera, and it is 6 days out of the week, so I only have one day off, but your body only needs really 1 or 2 days before coming back into it, and you feel great the first couple of days, and then it starts adding up a little bit. But that's where your body gets better and better, stronger and stronger, and the physicalness again. I don't take home any stress itself. I don't come home hurt because we do everything smart. We do everything the right way. No one gets hurt, and I find it a better way that I can live that way and work out every single day than actually use my mind continuously. Yeah, there is some work that we have to do out there. There's some numbers we do have to do math. We do have to measure things out. It's not just put one A and B together to get C. It's really just there is a math involved. There is tab data. There is rules. There is laws. There is ways to get hurt and the ways that you have to follow in order to follow guidelines of OSHA and Cal OSHA, and it's not even just that of PG&E and then our own company and so forth. So there is a lot of information to get to remember on what you do on a day to day that actually uses your mind, not just your body. But again, you don't take any of that stress home because if you don't get it done that day, don't worry. It's okay that those 10 hours, 12 hours you put in for that day, it's going to be there tomorrow and you don't have to worry about it itself because the end goal is really what matters, not the day to day kind of grind.
I like how you said you're able to shut it off because when you're working with your mind, like if you have a business or you work in sales or something like that, where you just have to worry about the next day, like you can go home, you can have dinner, you can watch TV, but your mind is still working and trying to like figure out what is it that you need to do
Yeah.
the next day. And when I had the business, I didn't realize what day it was anymore because we were open 7 days a week. So to me, people were like celebrate, oh, 4th of July is coming up or whatever day is coming up. And I'm like, I don't even know what day it is anymore because all I was looking at was when was the rent due, right? So that was my number one day on my mind
Yeah.
all the time. Okay, the rent's due this day. So that means I need to do to get to that point, right? Which kind of like when you're by yourself doing it all, it becomes almost impossible because I was trying to promote slash, do the marketing. On top of that, inventory, check inventory, right? Redo the inventory, obviously complete the sales that we need to complete. And doing all of that, oh my goodness, right? And then trying to manage obviously your real life, like your outside life, man, it became this like hamster wheel that I honestly believe I didn't sleep for an entire year because I would be looking and checking if at any moment I was awake, I was checking the cameras to see if somebody was, breaking into my business again. Oh, and that was a real thing. Or,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right, I was looking at like, I don't know, man. Like any second of mine, I was like trying to like, answer an email or pay a bill, or whatever it may be, right? Come up with some kind of,
Generate generate business.
yeah,
Whatever.
trying to generate new business and obviously keep the one we have. And man, that is a hard thing to continue. And I really felt like I didn't sleep for an entire year. where it was like you said, you might shut your body off, like you might go to sleep, but I didn't sleep. You know what I mean? Like my mind was constantly thinking about
Yeah.
those kinds of things. I feel like we as a society here have become part of this hamster wheel where if you don't work every day, you start questioning yourself, like, how come I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, for instance,